as the second portion of the doubleheader would take us to the West Coast. Adrian Peterson back after missing 15 games, that long suspension. Our guy Kurt Warner and his old mate Anquan Bolden talking shop. Pick it up first quarter. Niners opening drive. Phil Dawson's 28-yard field goal blocked by Andrew Sendejo. Marky Sherrills, boy, thought for a moment, Willie, he could take it to the house.
Yeah, not a good start for the San Francisco 49ers. Special teams is something that you got to practice and be aware of. We don't talk enough about it. And here he is right here jumping through and making a good play. Good thing he didn't get to the house on this. But not a good start for San Francisco on special teams.
Jim Tom Sula trying to shake it off. Shaky start for both special teams on both sides. This is Blair Walsh from Minnesota. His 44-yard attempt, no good, wide right. AP, by the way, did not get a carry on Minnesota's first possession.
He looked confused.
He did.
He looked confused on the sideline.
Like a fish out of water a little bit early on. This is a couple of possessions later. Peterson up the middle, runs into Navarro Bowman, who made his triumphant return tonight for that 49ers defense, which, by the way, looked lights out for most of the night.
Well, I can tell you, they had AP on the board coming into this game. This is the one guy they figured they had to stop to have a chance to win this football game, and they did a good job early on.
Teddy Bridgewater hitting Peterson, and that's the AP.
Right there, dragging like 4 or 5 49ers.
Expecting to see. Moves the pile, 17 yards for the first down. 4 carries, 14 yards in the first half of Peterson. Bad news, Reggie Bush carted off the field with an injury. Would not return for San Francisco. Colin Kaepernick under pressure.
I like what I saw. Kaepernick stayed in the pocket. There was nothing there. He went through his progressions, patient, and then he took off.
Kaepernick again. The escapability. Hits Garrett Selleck for 20 yards and a Niners first down.
And I'm sure him and Kurt Warner worked on that move right there. Jump cut, get out the way, and hit you guys. Keep your eyes down the field.
Oh, 4 plays later, Carlos Hyde putting them in a blender.
I hate to see my USC Trojans get in on the highlight tape like that, but Everson Griffin, woo! Watch the play right here. I sees him out of peripheral vision. Jumps, does a spin cut. I don't know what to call it. I don't know if that's a jump spin move, a jump cut spin. Whatever it was a joystick move.
That set the Twitterverse on fire. Fourth quarter, same situation for Minnesota. Bridgewater.
Nope.
Intended for Jarius Wright. Falls incomplete. That would lead to a Walsh 37-yard field goal.
Do you think he was about to get that pass?
Vikings down 10-3. Niners ensuing possession. Kaepernick. Vernon Davis for the 20-yard first down.
It's important that these two get on the same page. We didn't see a lot of that last year. Hopefully they can get in the rhythm this year.
This is 2nd and 20 play. Kaepernick hits Davis again, this time for 19 yards, just shy of the first down.
Now he's feeling himself open. Let's do that again, Coach. Let's run that play again. I was open.
What an added dimension that would be if they can get him going. Anquan Bolden, 9 yards. Kaepernick had it rolling at this point.
Yeah, you know what? On this drive, the one thing I like is they stuck to what they do best. They ran the football. They kept them off balance. You see Carlos Hyde getting in here off of the offensive line, manhandling the front line, getting into the end zone. But a lot of different plays, running, passes, Kaepernick making good decisions.
Bridgewater trying to make something happen late, overthrowing his man. It's intercepted by Tremaine Brock.
Score! Come on, Brock. It's like he's wiped out. He's tired.
Just ran out of steam. He said, someone get me. Someone bring me down.
Get on the knee. If you're going to get down, get down.
What a night for the San Francisco 49ers, 17-3 at that point with about 8 and change, and they were already congratulating each other.
I'm still confused on the sideline.
And just that blank stare says the story for Minnesota. 20-3, San Francisco goes to 1-0 to begin the season.
3 wide receivers in. Bridgewater sends everybody out. Throw, touchdown! Kyle Rudolph, the tight end. A great drive by the Vikings.
This is another guy who you want to get involved in the passing game. Rudolph just runs a simple up and sits down. He finds a way, finds a hole within that zone.
Jarius Wright is in, number 17 for the Vikings. And the reverse to Wright. Picks up a block from Teddy Bridgewater. He might go all the way. And he is taken down at the 6-yard line. The fake. Bridgewater has it, and he runs it in for a touchdown. This is 3rd and 2 off the fake. Bridgewater in trouble. And he flipped it to Adrian Peterson. And Peterson with lots of room. The angle of out of bounds. Darius Slay pushes him out. 2nd and 2. Stafford gets time. Nobody open. Rolls and throws. Was he in bounds? The Lions think so. Calvin Johnson made the grab. Stafford, quick pitch outside, completes it. And the ball pumps loose. It's recovered by the Vikings. 1st and goal at the 6. Adrian Peterson is stopped. Ankle tackle, the ball comes loose. And the Lions come up with the ball. It's 1st and goal. They give it to the fullback, Zach Line. Touchdown Vikings. Lions at midfield. Stafford. And this one is intercepted.
Right now.
Good thing you're in the middle.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Adrian Peterson.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I put him in the lineup today. Got me 24 points. We'll get there in a second here. No score. 3rd and 10 for Philip Rivers. Philip sacked.
Pressure.
Fumble. Recovered. What do you see here, Lamar?
Well, the line collapsed. Guys falling on the ground. Philip Rivers took a little bit too long. They were able to get to him, get the ball out of his hands.
That's kind of like backyard
Anthony
rules.
Barr.
You get to 8 Mississippi, you got to get rid of the ball.
Got to go.
All right, so the Vikings up 3-0, and they're Teddy Bridgewater's got Mike Wallace there on the sidelines. Nice grab from Mike.
This was the formula for the Vikings today, though. Run the football.
Yeah,
It will
20
continue to be their formula.
For Adrian Peterson. And he gets into the end zone there to give the Vikings a 10-0 lead. All right, so here's Philip Rivers stepping up in the pocket, looking deep for Malcolm Floyd. Got him into Vikings territory.
The Chargers moved the ball a little
2nd
bit.
and 10, Rivers.
They moved the ball. Just turnovers got him. You saw him take a shot here to Keenan Allen.
There's Keenan Allen on the 34-yard score. Nice catch and run there as he split the defenders. Chargers on the board down 10-7. 3rd quarter, same score. Chargers ball. Rivers under pressure.
They were pressuring him all day.
And you know Mike Zimmer can bring the heat, right? And Tom Johnson there in for the the sack, 11-yard loss, and 2 plays later, Adrian Peterson.
Oh, you can't throw a shoulder at Adrian Peterson. That's not going to get him.
You're going to have to bring it all, right? 43 yards for the score.
That's just called controlling the line of scrimmage with a gifted running back.
And then that's makes Eric Weddle miss. And that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. Vikings
He's
on
speeding
top,
up. He's speeding up as the weeks go by. He was a little slower last week. Looks a little faster this week.
All right, next Vikings possession on a 4th and 9. Blair Walsh's 40-yard field goal attempt is good. But hang on a second. Melvin Ingram called for holding. Was he trying to free up another rusher there?
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
Yeah, the field goal block team called for holding.
I just was asking Coach
down.
Mariucci about this play today. What happened to the flip play, DJ? And there it is.
That was LT. That's old school LT with the flip.
That
right there.
was one of the hardest plays to defend, especially for someone like
Peterson gets it right down to the goal line, and then it's Zach goal line into the end zone. Zach Line, 1-yard score. Peterson giving him some love, and the Vikings were up 24-7.
under duress.
Philip Rivers felt that one, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
He took some shots from this front today.
As did Matthew Stafford a week ago. It's becoming a trend there for that Vikings defense. Anthony Barr.
Anthony Barr, young bright star in this league.
Philip would come out of the game but would return. All right, 4th quarter, next Chargers possession. Rivers here on a 3rd and 10. Still some time to get something done, but looking for Stevie Johnson.
Again.
And it's Chad Greenway off the tip.
Fluker.
Going.
No, Fluker. No.
Meanwhile, it's Chad Greenway still going. 20,
Not Fluker.
10-5. No, he stopped. Yeah, he stopped for sure.
I had a good one, but I didn't want to use it.
Greenway, 91 yards from the pick 6. Philip Rivers' 4th pick of the season there. And the Vikings winners. Now won 2 straight, 2-1.
Hit Philip Rivers 12 times in this game today.
It's a lot.
Vikings 31-14 over the Chargers.
with the late games on Sunday afternoon. The Vikings and Broncos, Peyton Manning, 5-1 against Mike Zimmer coach teams. Would we see him out of the gun? Or pistol a little bit more? We would. How about the pitch to Ronnie Hillman, the longest touchdown run in the NFL this year, LT?
He got speed to burn now. You get this guy in the open field, he will outrun you.
And longest touchdown run by a Broncos running back since Mike Anderson in the 2000s. Remember him?
Say what?
Yeah, 15 years ago. Then Peyton, did he get picked?
Yes.
He did by Anthony Barr.
Make the tackle, Peyton.
He barred no.
That's a horrible read. We've been seeing this from Peyton a little too much this season.
Do we give him any points for the tackle, though?
No, Peyton didn't make the tackle. He took a good angle.
All right. So that was almost another pick six thrown by Peyton. We saw that each of the first 2 weeks this year. How about Teddy B with his team down 10, finding Mike Wallace wide open, then the Vikes down 3 at the break.
Great play call.
Aqib Talib just lost Wallace on the way there. As you can see, there's your man, Prime. He's usually been so good, but here stuck in traffic.
That's when you take your eyes off the receiver, trying to do someone else's job.
On to the third. Manning, who threw for just 213 yards on this day. Here's 43 of them to Emmanuel Sanders. Also a penalty on Xavier Rhodes for the horse collar. Tacks on a few more.
They may have the best 1-2 tandem in the game.
Yeah. Then 4 plays later, 4th down. That's Owen Daniels for the touch. However, penalty is holding on the Vikings, so don't worry. It's a Broncos touchdown and a 20-10 lead. On to the 4th. Kind of a pedestrian day for Adrian Peterson. Just 16 carries for 81, but LT, nobody touched him.
Now, this is kind of holds you like this is 4th and 1 that hold open, wide open, and he's off to the end zone.
Vikings down just a field goal. Next Broncos drive, it's Manning. Demarius Thomas, however, picked off by Harrison Smith.
Peyton has been doing this a little too much this season.
See what happened was.
4 plays later, Bridgewater to Stephon Diggs. That's a gain at 21. Teddy B, 27 of 41 for 269.
He's starting to really understand his offense.
Led to a Walsh field goal and a tie game at 20, but here come the Broncos. That ball is tipped away on 3rd and 6.
The ball is underthrown.
So the Broncos settle for a McManus field goal and the 3-point lead. But would Teddy B get it done? In a word, not so much. But they would try. Bridgewater to Wallace for a gain of 17. And then Bridgewater is going to be dropped by T.J. Ward. He loses the ball. The Broncos recover.
Zach strip fumble.
And Denver now 4-0 with the 23-20 win.
Great job by the Vikings. Great job, Zim. You hung in there.
Colin Kaepernick playing so well with the Harbaugh on the sideline.
See, there it is. And Alex Smith could probably use a Harbaugh on the sideline as well. His Chiefs offense having some trouble without Jamal Charles. The Vikings had Adrian Peterson. That's what you call wood. But here's stuff for no gain on second and goal rather. So now 3rd and goal. Next play, Bridgewater goes to the air. Finds Kyle Rudolph, big tight end. Had the Vikings up 10-0 with that touchdown.
Rudolph is just such a weapon. Just the size that he has, the physicality when you get down there in the red zone.
3rd quarter, same score, Bridgewater handing off to Adrian Peterson. This time Peterson has a little bit of room to work with here and goes for 23. 1st down at midfield. Drive ended in a Blair Walsh field goal, so the Vikings now 13-0. Next Chiefs possession, Alex Smith. No Jamal Charles going deep. Big free agent acquisition this offseason. Jeremy Maclin coming down with it. 39-yard connection.
Jeremy Maclin over the last few weeks has started to put up some good numbers in this offense.
All right, 1st down, 4th down, now 4th and 1, and Charkandrick West stuffed by the Sheriff, Sharif Floyd. Big play by the Vikings defense. Turnover on downs.
Sharif Floyd, 1st-round pick, been waiting for him to really come on. He flashes, just needs some more consistent play.
All right, so it's 13-3 Vikings here when Teddy Bridgewater's going to be picked off here by the rookie Marcus Peters. So, all right, Chiefs defense making a play.
I'll tell you what, Peters continues to play at a super high level for this Kansas City Chiefs team.
7th play off the pick, and Alex Smith will short pass here to Albert Wilson. And he goes all the way in. And we're we're now within 3 points here.
Yeah, Jeremy Macklin got nicked up in this game. Needed somebody to step up. Nice play by Wilson.
Next drive, 3rd and 15, Bridgewater. Looking for Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs had a big day today. He's a playmaker.
That's your guy from Maryland.
People should be paying attention to this young fella. He can play some ball.
7 catches, 129 yards, led to another Blair Walsh field goal, so the Vikings up 16-10. Just about under 5 minutes to play, and Alex Smith trying to get the offense going one more time, needing a touchdown. Here's Travis Kelce, been quiet the last couple of weeks since that opening game 2-touchdown performance. He goes for 37. Next play, Kendrick West. Fumble!
When your body stops, the ball has to stay with you. It can't keep going. That's the law of physics. Hold on to that ball, son.
Brian Robinson recovers it. And so it's Vikings ball now with 4.5 minutes to go. Next Vikings drive. Peterson kind of in and out of the game after taking some hard hits.
Take my hands, sir. Cut me, Mickey. Give me the ball.
All right, so on a 3rd and 7, Bridgewater trying to ice this game, going up top. And
Marcus Peters almost got another one.
Picked off again.
I mean, is there a corner playing better football than him?
All right, Chiefs get the ball back, 4th and 10. Last shot here, Alex Smith.
Josh Norman of Carolina.
Gosh, did he complete that?
Yeah, he is.
No. Oh, he didn't. Ground helping what looked like a completion at first. It is not incomplete. That'll do it. Vikings win it 16-10.
Would you have thought that the Kansas City Chiefs with their roster would be 1-5 at this point in the year?
And going forward, you go from Jamal Charles to Charkandrick West. A little bit of a drop-off there.
A little bit of a drop-off indeed. Alex Smith trying to get it done. Goes for nearly 300 through the air, but the Kansas City Chiefs now fall to 1-5 on the season. Things looking grim for Kansas City.
That position in the league.
And Kirk Cousins and the Redskins do it again, coming from behind to get the win over the Bucs 31-30. Now to Detroit, Vikings and Lions here. Adrian Peterson active despite being downgraded to questionable with an illness coming in. And Calvin Johnson looking pretty good early on.
Coming off last week, he got some big plays. They dialed it up early again this week.
46-yard gain there for Matthew Stafford to Megatron 4 plays later. And it's back to Megatron for the touchdown.
That's about time they develop Calvin Johnson in the game plans.
For sure, as the Lions would take the early lead 7-0. So building off their first win of the season a week ago, looking good in Detroit early. Now up 7-3, Matthew Stafford. Back up top this time, he's got Eric Ebron active for the first time in a couple weeks after a knee injury. And
it's another one of those tight ends that coming out of college you expected them to do a lot. They're using him a little bit more as well.
And then, Ebron got you down there. Let's go back to him. And Stafford does.
And the back made a fantastic blitz pickup right there to give Stafford time to deliver the football.
And so Eric Ebron and Matthew Stafford have the Lions up 14-3. All right, so second quarter now. Vikings ball down 14-6. Teddy Bridgewater handing off to Adrian Peterson. Fumble. Looks like we had a little problem on the exchange there.
Awkward exchange. Teddy didn't get any depth, and then Adrian Peterson went swiping down on the ball. Just bad exchange.
Stephen Tulloch going to recover that one for the Lions. So things definitely going the Lions' way. Although now up 17-6 in Bridgewater.
Well, whenever you have Adrian Peterson in your backfield, you have to respect the run, and that's what was able to open them up right there on this red zone.
And there's the tight end, Kyle Rudolph, with the 1-yard grab to bring the Vikings within 4. They actually missed the extra point, so within 5, 17-12. Third quarter now. Vikings down 17-15. Bridgewater going up top for Stephon Diggs.
Maryland's finest.
That's your guy, Lamar.
Well, you know, he's my guy except for yesterday, and we did get that win, by the way.
I can't make fun of Penn State today.
No, you can't.
36-yard touchdown connection from Bridgewater to Diggs. Look at the extension, huh?
Look, the catch was fantastic, but to me, the route was even better, the way he sold that to get so wide open.
Keep an eye on Stephon Diggs. The kid can play some football.
All right, so the Vikings take their first lead, 22-17. Next Vikings possession, Adrian Peterson. He's got a seam. And
look at Ziggy Ansah, though. Look at Ziggy Ansah running down the field. Wow, what an effort.
Right? And that would save a touchdown.
Is that Ziggy being fast and effort, or is that Adrian slowing down? I don't know that a young, ready-to-go Adrian Peterson gets ran down by Ziggy.
It looks like Glover kind of slowed him down a little bit, and then allowed Ziggy to catch up.
Okay. And
but
he's coming off a little cold.
Yeah.
A little sick. All right.
So the Vikings didn't get a touchdown out of that.
That's what you call a jailbreak rep.
Yeah.
Anthony Barr. He makes some plays.
They have so many young, talented defenders on that group there for the Vikings.
So Barr sacks Stafford, and he's not happy. But he gets the ball back here, down 11, under 3 minutes to play. And with this, look at Calvin Johnson just going up and picking this one out of the air amidst three Vikings defenders.
That was classic 3 flies up. That's like you're a kid in the backyard, got your buddies over, 3 flies up. LeVar, you played that.
Absolutely.
Stafford hit hard on the play by Harrison Smith and in a little bit of pain.
That's perfect play on a passing arm.
They had 4 tries from the 1 yard line and could not get it done. 4th and goal, that pretty much sealed the victory for the Vikings. And Stafford incomplete with Theo Riddick, and the Vikings win this one 28-19.
4-2 Minnesota Vikings. Very quietly 4-2.
Very quiet.
Stafford right now getting X-rays
very loud
on his left
1-6
hand.
for Detroit.
AFC North to NFC North here. Let's go Vikings and Bears. John Fox and Mike Zimmer, your 2 head coaches here. So let's go. First quarter, Bears. Punting, Marcus Sherrills. Guys, one of the better punt returners in the league. And shows you why here, around the edge, and nobody can catch him.
Watch this right here. Just a little bit of a move. You don't have to do too much.
Looks like that was a design play, a punt right.
Yep.
You see everybody setting up the wall to the right. He got around the outside.
65-yard punt return for a touchdown for Sherrills. Vikings on top 7-3. Now up 10-3. Teddy Bridgewater looking for Stephon Diggs.
Forced that one.
That's Kyle Fuller, the former first-round pick out of Virginia Tech, second-year player now with the INT. Bears get nice field position off the turnover. 3 plays later, Jay Cutler for Alshon Jeffrey making a play in the end zone.
High point ball skills, Willie. I'll put Jeffrey up there against anybody.
Yeah, that was a great play, man. When he's healthy, he's one of the better receivers in the league.
Well, look, and that's why the Vikings went out and got Xavier Rhodes, right? Big, tall, physical corner, tried to make those plays in the end zone.
Yeah,
tough dude.
Easier said than done.
It was good defense. I mean, it was just a little bit better on the offensive side.
A bit of a hold-your-breath moment here for Bears fans as Harrison Smith makes the tackle on Matt Forte. He would leave the game with a knee injury, did not return. So Jeremy Langford, Michigan State, getting a lot of run in this game as well for the Bears. Tied at 13 here, under 9 minutes to play in the game. 4th quarter, 4th and 1, Cutler to Alshon Jeffrey.
Have a reliable go-to guy in situations like that. Jeffrey can stretch you out down the field, but you know he's going to catch everything you put on him.
10 catches, 116 yards, and a touchdown for Jeffrey. And
I'll
how
just
about a
take this
touchdown for Jay
wow.
Cutler?
Lowering the shoulder right there.
Takes a big hit.
Or did he give the hit? Looked like he gave that hit out. He dropped the shoulder and knocked the DB off.
Fell forward, right?
Yeah.
Nobody will question Jay Cutler's toughness, man. Look.
Put the Bears up 20-13. Next Vikings possession. Bridgewater is going to keep it himself. He's got a little more wheels than Cutler.
He's smart. He's sly.
Yeah,
he got out.
That one.
Yeah, he's going to get out.
19 yards on the scramble for Teddy B. 2 plays later, 2nd and 9. Bridgewater to Stephon Diggs. And look at Diggs go.
He's starting to force the ball a little bit to Diggs, and for good reason. I mean, he has made plays the last couple weeks after the catch, too, Willie. I love what I see from him.
When you can trust the guy to make big plays after he gets the ball, that yak yardage.
Yep. And how about some more yak
there
for you,
go.
Willie? Makes one little spin move.
On cue.
He go.
On cue.
He is a nice-looking young player.
6 catches, 95 yards, and that touchdown to tie it up at 20 for Stephon Diggs. And, yeah, he was pretty fired up on that one, and with good reason.
It's a balanced team in Minnesota now offensively. Adrian's running the ball really well. Now Diggs getting going in the passing game.
So next Chicago possession, 3rd and 5 for Jay Cutler. Has Jeremy Langford, who has the ball in his hands and just cannot corral it.
And Matt Forte, he doesn't drop that ball.
No.
Yeah, when
dual threat.
Had a chance to continue that drive. Instead, they had to punt it away back to the Vikings. So Teddy Bridgewater under a minute to play. Going up top. And he's got Charles Johnson.
He hung up in the air.
That's having a little bit of trust in your receiver. Like, that wasn't a great pass by Teddy Bridgewater, but he had a lot of confidence in his receiver, so he threw it up there.
Charles Johnson, big 35-yard gain there, would set up Blair Walsh for the win from 36. It is good. The Vikings keeping pace now in that NFC North, although the Packers are threatening to run away with that thing. But
just chopping wood.
Yep.
One game at a time.
23-20. Vikings improved to 5-2.
It's a sneaky good football team. 5-2. Nobody's talking about the Vikings.
Nobody.
Year 2 under Mike Zimmer. Adrian Peterson and the Vikings, Todd Gurley and the Rams going from TCF Bank Stadium up there in Minneapolis. So here's AD saying, all right, young fella, I see what you've been doing, but I've been doing it a whole lot longer.
He's got his legs back under him. Dangerous running back right now.
He goes in to make it 10-0 Vikings, but back comes Gurley and the Rams as he would not be denied on this play. That's some toughness on the ball.
Anthony Barr timed his jump perfectly. Number 55 is going to meet him right up here in the hole.
I think he stopped, right?
But got to get him on the ground.
Some good balance there. Powerful runner.
So Gurley gets the Rams on the board. 10-7. Now 15-10 Rams. Bridgewater, 3rd and 2. Nobody home in the middle, so he takes it.
Keep in mind, Bridgewater was coming out of that pocket and running.
Yep. All right, so they got the 2-point conversion on there as well, so it's 18-15 Vikings. Back with the ball here.
He decided to do it again right here.
2nd and 1. Sliding, going down. Look at LaMarcus Joyner, who comes in, and Teddy is out.
He is really asleep.
Teddy is out. Mike Zimmer is off the sideline. His quarterback is down, would have to leave the game, did not return after being evaluated for a concussion. Marcus Joyner flagged on the play.
Oh, he's going to get some mail for that one, too.
So here comes Todd Gurley and the Rams.
Look at that. Look at that. He was rumbling and wrong network, sorry.
Gurley within a yard of the first down with under 2 minutes to play. Greg Zuerlein from 48 yards out, and he missed it.
It wasn't far enough away for Greg.
Why?
He wants to back it up a little bit.
Right, after already having hit a 61-yarder.
Greg shoots free throw lines from the three-point line. That's where he shoots his free throws from.
So Sean Hill in at quarterback for the Vikings, and he's going to go down here on an attempted boot. So they have to punt it back to the Rams. Rams get another shot. Nick Foles, complete. Jared Cook into Vikings territory. Tick-tock, tick-tock. 17 seconds now, 4th and 10. On comes Zuerlein for redemption from 53. As you said, DJ, just need to be a little further out. Money.
That wasn't the furthest field goal he hit today. 61-yarder.
Legatron, good from 53 to send this thing into overtime. So Mike Zimmer without his quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater. Nick Foles here for the Rams. They get the ball first, and
where are you throwing it,
looking
Nick?
for Stedman Bailey, and nobody home.
A lot of that today.
Rams have to punt it. Give it back to Sean Hill and the Vikings on 3rd and 1. Adrian Peterson.
Oh!
3rd and 1.
They got him down, but that's vintage Adrian Peterson right there.
So let's bring in Blair Walsh from 40 yards out for the win.
What is it, Rhett?
Good.
It's good.
Walsh fired up as his Vikings move to 6.
I love it when kickers get all fired up when they make
we
field
saw
goals.
Justin Tucker a week ago. Feel pretty good about himself.
So awesome.
That was a quick handshake there from Mike Zimmer to Jeff Fisher.
Bridgewater hesitates, wide open. He's got his tight end, and he's in the end zone. Rhett Ellison with a Viking touchdown. What's up? Carr from the pocket, looks one way, and it's intercepted. A takeaway for Terrence Newman. There's it. Latavius Murray Good run inside the 30 and taking people with him for a first down. On 3rd and 8. End zone throw. Catch made. And yes, Clive Walford with a touchdown Raiders. Putting the one to there. And Carr comes out throwing. And going deep for Cooper. And he has it. He brings it in at the 36 of Minnesota. There's a flag down. 4 wide receivers for Oakland on 3rd down and 8. Pressure picked up. Carr for the end zone. Catch made. Andre Holmes, touchdown Raiders. A bouncer from Janikowski for Darrell Patterson. Trouble picking it up, but he can run. And gets up across the 30. Patterson down the sideline. Can Janikowski get to him? No! It's going to be a touchdown Vikings on the Patterson return.
Davis, the owner.
Diggs slips a tackle. Stephon Diggs into Raider territory, all the way down to the 41 of Oakland. Quick snap, end zone throw, battled for, and intercepted! Terrence Newman!
It's a huge play.
Adrian Peterson is loose!
See ya.
I don't think anybody will catch up to Adrian Peterson. It's a Viking touchdown of 80 yards. Back and forth for a while on the knockout punch delivered by Peterson after an interception.
Trailing the Vikings by a game in the NFC North. So we've got flying eagles, we've got kind of dancing squirrels.
All right, that's fine.
I like dog, rat, and monkey myself.
Yeah, that's the best one, without a doubt.
Dog, rat, monkey.
So here we go. Teddy Bridgewater. Scary moment in the second quarter. He got clobbered all day here by Julius Peppers.
Whoa. Right.
Bridgewater, ailing shoulder. He would get it checked out. However, he would return to the game. Probably wasn't the best idea for him.
Concussion a couple weeks ago.
Next Packers drive, Rodgers. Looking for Jeff Janis. This is toward the end of the first half, and that is a season throw, and Terrence Newman called for PI.
You know, he's tough. When he gets out of the pocket, you got to plaster onto your man and not look back in the back.
That was a 50-yard penalty, and then it's Rodgers hitting Randall Cobb for the score. That was huge drive because so much of it was aided by Vikings penalties. And the two-time MVP had his team up by 10 at the break. Third quarter, Teddy B trying to do something good, and he does. Looking down the seam, Kyle Rudolph, who had a huge day, gets it into the red zone.
Teddy is starting to really understand his system and what Noah Turner wants from him.
Oh, 2 plays later, Adrian Peterson, the league's leading rusher, is into the end zone. We got ourselves a game. But here comes Aaron Rodgers. Looking for the hoodie. Not Bill Belichick, but James Jones, who was actually wearing a hooded sweatshirt under his jersey.
It was cold.
You ever seen that, though?
Yeah, it was cold.
I mean, I've
seen Eric Pickard wear a baseball cap backwards up on his helmet. And I know you're listening, team.
And then Rodgers. How about this throw from 30 yards out on a laser to Jones?
When he leaves the pocket, look out, because people uncover, and he can shoot lasers in there for touchdowns.
Come on, T. Come on, baby. Keep your eyes on the receiver.
So the Packers, they led it 25-13. There's a little toe drag swag. There you go, Nate Burleson. That's for you. Then the 2-point conversion. Rodgers so good at that. That's like the far flip to the hoodie.
He learned it. Flip it under there. It counts the same.
You know, Brett don't like that comparison.
Oh, come on. He's over that.
He's not.
Watched the documentary and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did what he had to do.
Next Vikings drive. Who is it? Peterson trying to do some good work. He had only 13 carries, 45 yards, and that fumble, his second lost one of the year. He has 6 fumbles this season. He's lost 2. All of them have come at home, by the way. Hey, that defense did a great job all day harassing Bridgewater, who was sacked 6 times, holding the Vikings to just 13 points. And the Packers finally score 30 points in order to win a game.
Chandler Catanzaro field goal. Cardinals up 3-0. All right, big game in the NFC here, guys. 2 teams in the playoff picture. You get the Vikings, your NFC North leaders right now, and that thanks to the Packers' loss on Thanksgiving night. Here comes Teddy Bridgewater. Adrian
How about
Peterson,
this guy?
Screen pass.
We've been saying all year, Adrian is ramping up. He's getting back to normal. I mean, I think he really hit stride today.
18 there, LeVar. 9 plays later, 3rd and 9. Bridgewater to Mike Wallace. Incomplete, but yeah, we're going to get some pass interference there.
Yeah, got a pass interference. They needed some help in the passing game today. As good as Adrian Peterson looked, very pedestrian, putting the ball up in the air.
All right, let's go next play. So 1st and goal from the Falcons. 1. Yeah, LeVar, we'll just give it to AD, won't we?
Yeah, you don't want to be, speaking of pedestrian, a pedestrian in front of Adrian Peterson when he's going for the goal.
No, you don't.
Nah,
you don't. He will run you over. Yeah. Vikings on top 7-0. Next Falcons possession. How about Tevin Coleman?
How about it?
Psyched up about his Hoosiers victory over Purdue. They're bowl eligible, everybody. Oh,
how about that Hoosier?
Wait a second. Wait, you got to hang on to that thing.
Anthony Barr forcing one more turnover than his Bruins did yesterday.
Hey, there you go.
Anthony Barr can play some football.
Yeah, big play there, hustle play. As he comes down and pops out the ball there from the rookie Coleman, but kept running the ball hard. Let's go second quarter. Teddy Bridgewater here, 2nd and 8. Teddy going to the end zone. Bad pick here.
Yeah, he tried to use his eyes to look off the safety, but there was nobody there to hold him, receiver-wise. Allen stayed right there, got a gift.
Yeah, good play. I mean, I think Bridgewater really thought he could get it in there, even with him there.
Off the turnover, Teron Ward, 5-yard gain. He called for unsportsmanlike conduct. Take another look here. After we get the call from Cleat. Yeah, that's Cleat. Right to the neck. Eric Kendricks. Another Bruin. So we'll back it up 15. Would push the Falcons back, so they'd have to settle for a Shane Graham field goal. Matt Bryant, one of a couple starting kickers, inactive today with injuries.
This Vikings defense, I mean, people aren't talking enough about them right now, but they are playing some inspired football defense.
Nice play by Captain Munderland. Man, Matt Ryan, what is wrong with him?
Ooh. Yeah, this offense for the Falcons has not been going, except when they get it over to Tevin Coleman for what appeared to be a touchdown. However, Tony Moiaki called for clipping on the 1-yard line. It's not a call you see that often, but you're going to see him go low here. LeVar, as a linebacker, you love to see this called, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just it's one of those things. He can't protect himself.
Yeah.
They're trying to make the game a lot safer than what it has been in years past. It's a good call.
4 plays later, 3rd and goal. Matt Ryan looking for Jacob Tammy. Picked off in the end zone.
And these are points. I mean, look, interception in the end zone, you're giving away at least 3 points. You can't have it. Coming out of the end zone last week against the Colts, going in this week against the Vikings.
Guys, Matt Ryan is the most red zone turnovers in the NFL this season. Next Vikings possession, there's AD for 17.
He runs so violent.
Led to a Blair Walsh field goal. Vikings go up 10-3. So here comes Matt Ryan once again trying to get something going. No dice. Everson Griffin swinging him down. Falcons punt it away. Let's go fourth quarter here. Still up 10-3 the Vikings when Adrian Peterson.
Oh, how hard he hit that.
Hit that hole like nobody was there.
Wow.
And we'll give him another 16 there, guys. 8 plays later. This was a long drive by the Vikings.
Give it to him again.
Yeah, AD again making some moves here in the open field.
This looks like young Adrian
Give him
Peterson
11.
Right here.
Guys, this was an 8-minute and 28-second drive that led to a field goal for the Vikings. So it kept the Falcons in it until, well,
Anthony Barr.
Anthony Barr sacked.
There goes
fumble.
that man.
Ryan Schrader recovers. How about 2 forced fumbles on the day for Anthony Barr?
Look at him. Nice. Nice.
Beat on Matt Ryan for sure. Falcons turn it over. Next Vikes possession. How about Adrian Peterson, just for good measure, going to rip another one off. Nice block from Matt Khalil.
Telling you, LeVar, it looks like his burst is coming back more and more every week.
He's got it back.
35 yards for the score. Vikings.
Haven't said his name. Only way we did it by showing his face at the end of the game.
20-10. Vikings.
Where's Julio?
Going to win this thing.
Julio! Julio, where are you?
He's getting the stretch.
Where was Julio? My fantasy team wants to know. Just 5 catches, 56 yards for Julio. Tevin Coleman, though, goes over 100. But for the Vikings, all about Adrian Peterson on this day. 158 yards and 2 touchdowns. All that against the #1 rush defense by the Falcons. But LeVar, how about that Vikings defense? For Blaine Gabbert has them winning in Soldier Field. What is there still last? Maybe the game of the day we thought coming in, right? A couple of good defenses, a couple of good running games, Vikings, Seahawks. Early on here, you got a flag on Brian Robinson. Or rather on Terrence Newman for holding Tyler
the
Lockett.
Seahawks offense did not need much help today. Terrence Newman gave him a free one there, but the Seattle, they were on fire.
Yeah, and just getting started here. Russell Wilson, little screen pass to Luke Wilson. Luke, this is no Jimmy Graham, remember, out for the season.
Don't need it.
They miss him today, that's for sure.
Seahawks offense is rolling. Now deep in Vikings territory. Anthony Barr injured on the first possession here, did not return. Harrison Smith also injured on the first possession.
That makes a difference when you have a guy that is as fleet of foot as this young man.
Linval Joseph didn't dress, so those are 3 huge,
yes,
huge
Sandejo
components.
didn't dress either. So 4 starters out early for the Vikings. Then Thomas Rawls. I mean,
he runs hard. He says he runs hard. He says he's going to give it what he has. That's exactly what he does when he gets that ball.
Rawls into the end zone for the touchdown, and that was just the beginning for the Seahawks offense. Here, 3rd and 8, Russell Wilson going up top for Doug Baldwin. No, that's not Doug. That's Tyler Lockett. And he makes the catch and takes the hit and gets an extra 15.
The thing about Jimmy Graham not being there is those balls got to go somewhere now. We saw the distribution today with Lockett and Doug Baldwin getting involved. It was a more dynamic offense, more explosive down the field.
They've needed to get Lockett involved. He's a playmaker for this team.
Same drive, Russell. Looks like he gets sacked right here by Brian Robinson. He does, but hang on. The flag, this is the flag on Robinson for unnecessary roughness.
It's a questionable call. Right? The guy's still trying to run. He's a runner, and he really didn't look like he went down. So it's kind of, maybe they blew the play dead, right? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Maybe it was blown dead and he kept going.
So Russell, aided by the penalty.
And that makes it tough to throw a penalty flag like that when you have a guy that's capable of doing those type of things with the ball on his feet.
All right, so Russell had him up 14-0. Adrian Peterson, the leading rusher, coming into the game. Could they get him going? A little toss? Not going to have it.
Interesting stat. When he carries the ball 17 times or more in a game, they win the game.
Bruce Irvin with the tackle for loss. Another little toss here. This play by Marsh. Out on the edge. Dealing with Peterson in open space.
Yeah, I don't know that you get the 17, 20 carries looking like that, right?
No, not with the big parka on, right?
Yeah, it doesn't work out that way.
Teddy Bridgewater trying to get something going for the Vikings.
Yeah, ball took off on him, and Seattle. Teddy Bridgewater, a lot of underneath and intermediate stuff down the field. Man, they are missing that component of their offense right now.
Well, they haven't been very good passing the ball all year round, at least statistically speaking.
About 200 yards a game, not much.
Yeah.
Earl Thomas picks off Bridgewater, and it turns into points for the Seahawks. Doug Baldwin, first touchdown of the day. There would be more. As Teddy watches from the sideline.
Well, he's learning. That's called watching and learning. Go to school.
Seahawks blanking the Vikings at the half. Same score, 3rd quarter. More Seahawks. Freddie Jackson into the end zone from Russell Wilson.
Yeah, this is a balanced attack now. Russell Wilson throwing the ball, running the ball, getting the running game with Rawls and company. This is the best the Seahawks have looked in quite some time. They've been playing well of late, but this is the best I've seen.
But this is vintage Seattle. They get through the season, they get to a certain point, and then it's time. It's time to turn it on.
That Doug Baldwin touchdown was after a Russell Wilson long run was called back. So Russell has 3 TDs. Doug catches 2 of them. Guys, 11 TDs, DJ, for Russell Wilson through the air in the last 3 weeks.
And the Vikings. Well, you know what was going on. Adrian Peterson just 18 yards last week against the Seahawks. You know he was going to be getting the rock a little bit more tonight.
And it was scary in this first quarter. He was downhill, Willie, in full speed. He was full speed, and I think the DB coming up made a good decision. Get out the way!
Yeah, a business decision, as they say,
well,
and this one into the end zone.
The jump cut for a 225-pound back, it's just not fair. God only made one of those. Tyrann Mathieu, I love you, buddy. You can't do it any better than that. He's just maybe the best ever.
I thought AP was in for a huge game tonight.
I thought so, too.
His 100th career touchdown. Kurt Warner sending out this tweet tonight. Let's see if my Cardinals, and I can say that they are playing the Rams, so you can call them as Cardinals, can take care of business tonight, and CP take care of my
two teams.
TD record.
Yeah, you can have a couple.
Yeah, when you go to a Super Bowl with 2 teams, you can have 2 teams,
I
Willie.
see Carson stepping up in the pockets. JB. Well,
Mullen's been a third quarterback all year long. He's in because of the injuries to the secondary.
A lot of injuries.
And he's going against John Brown right here. You see him. He runs a post corner. And Carson's doing a great job in the pocket, buying some time for one of the big play
I'm telling you, I'm not sure. You could go back to the Cincy days when Carson was so-called at his peak. I'm not sure we've ever seen him play better quarterback football.
It's a tie game here. We're tied at 10 apiece. You can see Adrian Peterson trying to hand it off to Mike Wallace. Tackled by Josh Moore.
I know what he was trying to do.
Trouble. It's not his fault, Willie, but it's his fault, right?
I know what he was trying to do, but at this point, when you see the defender coming up, you got to secure the football.
Absolutely.
You got to put it away.
Especially when you are as experienced as that man.
Right,
Palmer going to work now. Michael Floyd has been hot the last couple of weeks. He can't
Michael Floyd and Fitzgerald just wide open. I just don't understand.
Yeah, well,
two of your best receivers are just wide open.
Yeah, well, hey, let's leave 15 wide open.
I'll show you that play.
They were trying to trick him.
31 career touchdown passes, and Palmer does indeed pass Kurt Warner. And look out for Larry Fitzgerald.
That's a grown man right there. Going against
that's how Willie does Dan in the locker room every once in a while.
that is a highlight that Anthony Harris is not going to care to watch.
That's his first NFL game.
Check out Drew Butler here on the punt. You think he's doing a little bit of an acting job?
Yes.
Come on, Drew.
Come on.
You got to be like Shane Leckler to get that.
Look how angry he was. No flag on the play. He is fired up.
Like, really?
Hey, but you know what? We gave him a highlight at NFL Network, so you know what? He's excited.
We said his name.
Little incidental.
Is that what you call that?
Well, you know, that's what I would have thought.
Yeah, there was a roughing the passer penalty on the play, so the Vikings get the first down anyway.
I'm an offensive guy, but I know we're supposed to protect players, but that is just can't do it.
A couple of plays later, Bridgewater to Adrian Peterson.
Watch
just picks up 17.
Now, that's the defender's fault because he slowed down on the sideline. You never do that against a guy like AP.
23 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown. Zach Line getting on the actual ball.
Look at Heath.
He looks just like
Heath.
him.
That's a lie. I would have scored. Zach, nice catch. Good run. Way to keep the drive going.
A couple of plays later, 3rd and goal. Bridgewater to Mike Wallace, wide open in the end zone, and we're tied at 20.
They ran that route earlier. Mike Wallace was wide open. They came back to it, and he was open again.
Well, Palmer wasn't done yet. Speaking of being open again, Michael Floyd picks up 22. The Cards at midfield.
Big night for Floyd.
Willie, what did he have? Almost 10 catches, over 100 yards?
Yeah.
Carson Palmer found 9 different receivers, including Mike Upati, on this play.
That's a big back.
I like the referee, how he got out of there.
Hey, he got tossed out of there.
Down and you're up. You're down and you're up.
3rd and 16. 2 guys in the same space. He was trying to hit Fitzgerald there. Perhaps some miscommunication on those
routes.
routes.
Happened a couple times.
That's the second time.
Yeah.
Well, so they settle for a 47-yard field goal. They go up by 3. The Vikings have a chance. Bridgewater to Jarius Wright for 22 yards. They are now officially in field goal range.
Yep, right at the 31. And listen, first down, this is where you guys, I was watching the game, push it. Let's go score.
13 seconds left. Teddy Bridgewater, oh no, sacked by Dwight Freeney. He fumbles Calais. Campbell recovers. Game, set, match. They were in field goal range.
Yeah, a 48-yard field goal. So it's not just a given that the field goal range, the field goal kicker is going to make it. You got to try to put your team in the best place on the field that you can possibly. And I don't know.
Well, let's not celebrate Freeney. I mean, what he's done for this team this year, it's special, huge play in
He's
the
a
right
technician.
moment.
They know when to bring him in. That's why he's there.
Dwight Freeney leads the team with 4 sacks, signed right around week 6. So he has certainly made a difference on that defense.
Down 14-7.
A lot more points to come in that game, I believe.
Jay Cutler and the Bears taking on Adrian Peterson and the Vikings from Minneapolis. 2nd and 8 here for Teddy Bridgewater, and he's going up top for Stephon Diggs.
Little fadeaway. Drop that in the bucket.
That's
Nice
a nice
throw.
toss, huh? And Diggs has kind of been quiet last couple of weeks, but here, nice reels that one in. Touchdown over Tracy Porter in the back corner of the end zone. Pretty, that's how you draw it up, right?
And look, Teddy played well against the Cardinals. Look, he didn't finish the game the way you want to finish, taking the sack. But he's got a little momentum going now in his career.
3rd and 5 here for Jay Cutler, and he's got Alshon Jeffrey to get the Bears on the board, bringing them within a field goal. Jeffrey's 4th touchdown of the season. Adrian Peterson on the carry, and we're going to pay close attention to this one because he stays down for a minute. Watch that ankle get just rolled up on a little bit. Ends up being a 9-yard gain. He limped to the locker room, examined, would return, though, in the second half. Did finish with 18 carries for 63 yards. So good news, at least he came back into the game. And we had another Mike Wallace sighting here. Down the stretch.
LeVar getting him down the seam a little bit. You see him outside. Don't see him working the middle field all that much.
Oh, you don't see him very often very much anymore.
Let's go 20-yard gain for Wallace, and that sets up Jerick McKinnon. 17-yard touchdown from Teddy Bridgewater.
McKinnon was a very big piece of this puzzle before Adrian Peterson
last
came
year.
back.
That's right. He's a nice compliment to what we're doing the passing game.
How about Teddy Bridgewater with 2 TD passes for the first time since week 7? Remember, came in with just 9, and now with 11. So we're into double digits for Teddy before the half as the Vikings up 17-7
little surprise.
Opening kickoff of the second half. Robbie Gould attempts the onside kick. It's recovered by Sherrick McManus.
A lot of times you'll see the kicker recover that one.
That's Robbie Gould's first ever career successful onside kick. 3 plays later, Cutler looking downfield, but Brian Robinson strip sack. 5 sacks on the day for that Vikings defense, still playing without Linval Joseph. Teddy Bridgewater. Here to Stephon Diggs. Makes a man miss, and he is going to score. What an effort.
He's an injury away from being one of the top draft picks in the NFL draft. Slid because of those questions. But I'll tell you what, the kid is as good as any receiver that's come out in the draft this year.
LeVar, which area of this defense the Bears need to address in the offseason? Don't answer trick question every
Yeah. I was going to ask you.
Jay Cutler, he needs this one back. Attempted a screen pass, and it is Justin Trudeau at the 13-yard line picking him off. 8th pick of the season for Cutler.
Easy interception. If
easy
that
pickings?
guy drops, easy pickings. And that's what it was, pickings.
Next possession off the turnover for Teddy. Got to come back on here. Can't find anybody open on a 3rd and 9.
I'll go ahead and run it.
And watch the extra effort.
Nice.
Put that pressure on his shoulder. He couldn't hold him up.
Well, we have hang time on that leap.
Well, he kind of got caught like up at the top here. When you see him jump, you'll see him kind of get carried.
I said you got to go ahead and throw him back the other way, but, you know, that's how it works sometimes.
Vikings 31-10 on the Bridgewater TD. Counting for 4 touchdowns, one of them rushing. Only other time that a player has had 4 TD passes in a TD run in Vikings franchise history, September 17th, 1961. You know who that was?
Fran?
Yes, it was.
Tarkenton.
Fran Tarkenton.
Nice.
38-17 Vikings win. 9-5 now on the season. Looking pretty good as they make their playoff.
Pretty sure
push.
it wasn't Randall Cunningham. I don't think they've got their
Not that
far
back.
Fran.
Somebody else has to do it.
From the 37, little toss back to Jennings, who finds a crease, and he has a first down. Exactly 4 yards per carry coming in. Leads the team by a mile in rushing, and Eli gets jostled but gets it away, and then it's tipped and it's intercepted. The Vikings have it. Sendejo back to the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Little one-on-one, and you've got nice play by Xavier Rhodes going up and then just tipping it to Sendejo. Very compact little throwing motion. Bit odd, but it works.
2nd and 5. Bridgewater chased down from behind, gets it away, and throws complete to the 32-yard line.
He's been much more active lately.
Pretty conservative offense, but you can play that way when you've got Peterson. Now, no conservatism there. Kyle Rudolph for the touchdown. Vikings TD.
You get the man coverage out on the outside. Craig Dahl one-on-one. As soon as Bridgewater saw it, he was going right to one of his favorite targets. In the backfield, Jason Pierre-Paul coming out and back in with some pressure against Teddy Bridgewater, but there he is. It's an unusual throwing motion. We've highlighted that.
All for his sake. 2nd and 9, double fake. His second completion goes to Jennings, and Jennings is off to the races. Jennings is inside the 30 and taken down at about the 13.
Eli sent a picture home last night, said, I don't understand why we ever left.
3rd and 1, intercepted at the 35-yard line. Harrison Smith down the sideline to the end zone, touchdown.
Just completely mistimed it with Ruben Randall. I'm not sure why Ruben Randall needed to hesitate on that play. Eli saw he had the inside working against the cornerback. He stopped. Harrison Smith did not, and there you go.
Bridgewater fires over the middle, complete, caught at the 30-yard line.
It's down the field.
Bridgewater retreating on 3rd and 3, and throws, hits Kyle Rudolph. His defense all season long. Manning, play action, fires. That's going to be picked off at the 35-yard line. Captain Munnerlyn down the sideline and may have stepped out of bounds. We'll see at about the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. AP reaches out, gets in there for the touchdown. Very poised, very confident. A couple of times you had a chance to meet with him. He gives it to Peterson, and Peterson trying to get by Collins, and Collins is able to thrust him out of bounds.
Especially at home, are so dangerous, and the Steelers were bitten today.
Yeah, it's really worked out well over the past few years as Manning goes deep downfield. Randall makes the catch, escapes the tackle, and he will go all the way to the end zone for the Giants' first touchdown of the night. Randall, and it's a 72-yard touchdown.
Yeah, Eli Manning had to be looking off to the left-hand part of the field, get a little bit of pressure because the safety jumped way left that time, Andrew Sendejo, and left wide open down the field in a one-on-one situation. Big-time throw by Eli Manning there, and then the adjustment after the hit by Sendejo to stay on his feet. And if it works well on the offensive side and you want to make a change, then I would make it there.
Here comes an onside kick, and that's going to be picked up and taken all the way to the 17-yard line by Robert Blanton. And a toss to McKinnon, and he gets to the end zone, touchdown.
But he certainly, before this thing is up, he's going to have to make some big ones.
And McKinnon's going to break one. He may break it all the way. Jerick McKinnon in a foot race, and he'll win that one for a touchdown. That's 68 yards. And massive throws, and that will be caught by Miles White for the touchdown. As they do week in and week out, and probably will next week in Green Bay as well.
Michelle and Michelle down on the sideline.
Correct. And the Giants go to 6-9. Minnesota clinches a playoff berth as they go to 10-5.
and hold them short of the first down. Uh-oh, here we go.
Jeff Locke, and they're going to fake it, and to the outside, and they're going to get the first down. Adam Thielen, a wide receiver, is inside the 30, and Thielen gets tackled at the 21-yard line. And Lacey again, and Lacey bursts through the seam. Play clock at 5. And they will indeed. And Lacey is going to get the first down with second, third, and fourth efforts.
So not the man coverage we might expect.
And Bridgewater gets chased, and then jumping on top of him is Matthews at the 14-yard line. So Clay gets the penalty, half the distance to the goal line, then winds up with the sack at the end. It's fourth down.
Deep threat on the outside is creating more coverage inside against Cobb.
And the pass is taken here by Devontae Adams, and Adams is able to spin away and out to the 44-yard line.
His ability to stop and re-accelerate, fun to watch.
Works his way through the maze, and now coming around to Thielen with that big gain on the fake punt in the first quarter, and another big gainer for him here out of bounds near the 10-yard line. Bridgewater out of the short gun to Peterson, and Adrian Peterson with a burst. They signal touchdown for 91 yards. And he gets it away, and it's going to be picked off at the 43-yard line.
Well, it's like a highlight catch or something. Watch this thing.
Meanwhile, Bridgewater throws it left-handed.
Now watch this back into this thing. One hand, backhanded, wraps it back around his wrist and hangs on to it. That's insane.
He's just been signed by the National Highlight League.
Wow.
3rd and 12. Looks over, then he gets his arm hit as he throws.
Is that a fumble?
Yeah, now the Vikings are contending it is. For the moment, you've got Captain Munnerlyn going all the way to the end zone.
Is that ball loose? Because if he pushes that ball forward after it's loose, I think that's a fumble.
Here's
After
Vinovich.
reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is confirmed. The ball is loose and pushed forward by an open hand. Touchdown, Minnesota.
From the 25.
There we go.
Rodgers going deep, and it's Jones making the catch. 2nd and 11 from the 16-yard line, and Rodgers. Boy, that secondary does its job again, but this time he finds Richard Rodgers, and he's in for the touchdown. And Aaron moving out, firing, finding the open guy. 57, and the kick is taken a yard in by Cordero Patterson, who's very dangerous, into Green Bay territory. And he loses the ball after he gets to the 30-yard line. And the Packers have it.
Unbelievable. He gets loose with the kicker chasing him from behind. Watch Crosby swat it out. What a play. They're going to have one-on-one out here.
Here he comes, and Rodgers rolling away deep downfield. That is caught. Jones. He said, our pedigree, we know how to win big games. He dumps it to Kuhn, and Kuhn takes it to the 10-yard line. 4 rush, 7 cover. Rodgers, and it's intercepted in the end zone by Xavier Rhodes. They're also backing the linebackers up. And Rodgers on 4th down. He's going to keep it alive on a pass to Richard Rodgers. Clock keeps on running. They have to scramble to the line. Line of scrimmage is the 46. Does he spike it here? No. Backs up, throws to the outside, caught, getting out of bounds now is Devontae Adams. And now Rodgers flips on the outside to Rodgers, and he can't get out of bounds. And that's going to take us, unless Aaron can spike it here.
Spike it.
That's going to do it. It's also 4th down. So can Rodgers spike it in time? He's going to get one more play. One more miracle attempt to the end zone. Can they do this again? No. Holy mackerel.
Wow, what a game. Whew. It took every second, but they finally knocked the champs off in this division.
Minneapolis. It's TCF Bank Stadium on the campus of the University of Minnesota. The temperature is -6. It only feels like it's -25.
This whole beginning of this game is a positive for the Vikings.
And Ryan has to field a low snap, and then he's going to take off with it. And John Ryan will only get to the 29-yard line.
And that's a bigger positive for the Vikings.
The snap by Clint Gresham was low, and so Minnesota's going to start with a short field at the Seattle 29-yard line.
The team not used to dealing with these conditions is having a problem so far.
22-yard attempt for Blair Walsh. Nice hold there by Laco to reach up for it. Off to his right. And Bridgewater sliding and then throwing, and it is dropped. It's incomplete. Earl Thomas just got there.
Get him involved. He only has one completion for 7 yards. Let's go to the other part of his game.
Well, they start with play action, rolling to his right, and wide open. There's Doug Baldwin, who had his best season by far, senior season at the University of Wisconsin after starting at North Carolina State. And here he goes, as Chris suggested, off and running for a first down on 4th and 13.
Take your shot.
Yeah.
I'm sure this will be a hard count at the very least.
Well, even if they get him offside, it's 4th and 8, but at least it would put him in better shape for a field goal, if nothing else. Well, they're going to run it anyway, 4th and 13, and Wilson's going to throw. Jackson's going to make the catch. But they'll stack him up at the 23, and that's where the Minnesota Vikings will take over on downs. 3rd down and 10. 4-man rush, pressure put on, and a one-handed grab by Doug Baldwin. Sensational catch.
That was awesome. Watch this catch. On 3rd down and 10, you don't know if you're going to get drilled in the back. You don't know what's going to happen. Superstars have to make plays in the playoffs. There's your guy with 14 touchdown passes on the year. Awesome.
Baldwin comes into the backfield. Still on the move. And Wilson under pressure. Look out from behind. Throws, tipped, intercepted at the 24-yard line. Trey Waynes,
he can fly.
The #1 draft choice. Back to the 45-yard line on 2nd down and 7 from the 25. Swinging to the outside. And that's Cliff Averill. So he had that personal foul. Loses his helmet, but throws Peterson to the ground. 40, make it 43-yard attempt. Put it down at the 33-yard line.
He's made 6 over 50 this year.
The 43-yard attempt into the Frigidaire is perfect. Seattle starting now from the 20-yard line. Play action. Look out, and wrapped up Everson Griffin. 10.5 sacks led the team, and he envelops Russell Wilson. Griffin played for him at USC. 2nd and 19, and Wilson is going to go down at the 7-yard line. Sharif Floyd, who made a big play the last time. Pretty much the same message last week in Green Bay when they went in there and won the North. On 3rd and 6, Bridgewater able to stand up at first, but then he went down at the 30-yard line.
And those are a big 6 yards right there.
Cliff Averill was there. So in the waning seconds of the quarter, a 47-yard field goal attempt right down the middle. Seattle has only 7 first downs in the game. They have only 126 yards in the game. Totally different story from 5 weeks ago when they dominated. And Wilson starts with a pass off the play fake, and that's Kevin Smith for a 15-yard gain.
And coverage.
2nd down and 7. And Wilson's going to slide away, get away again, and get bumped out of bounds about 1.5 yards short of the first down. Tight little roll, catch made by Michael. Down the sideline he goes from the 39-yard line.
Whoops.
Oh, a high snap off his shoulder, and now Wilson just trying to get it away, and wide open, making the catch is Tyler Lockett. And Lockett is inside the 20, and Tyler Lockett gets slung down at the 4-yard line. So a broken play, a snap that gets away, and Wilson makes the most of it, and it's a 1st and goal.
Absolutely unbelievable, the difference. And watch the fact that none of the offensive linemen go downfield. So many times on a busted play like this, they will go down the field and lock it all alone. Everybody gets distracted on something like that.
Wilson on that roll, throws, caught, touchdown. Doug Baldwin.
And guess who he's against?
It's Mike Wallace going in motion to the outside. And Bridgewater slides away. Peterson makes the catch here and loses the ball. And Wagner, among others, is there. Sherman says Seattle has it, and they do. So Adrian Peterson, they go to him back-to-back on pass plays, and he coughs this one up, and that puts Seattle in great shape. Gresham to snap it. And Hauschka has just given Seattle the lead, which follows this one. That's next Saturday night on NBC. 2nd down and 9, and Bridgewater slipping, and down he goes, and that's Bobby Wagner who comes in for the sack.
Whoops.
Off the fake. Wilson throws, and it's going to be almost intercepted, but they're going to be forced to punt. So the Vikings have 2 timeouts. Of course, all they really have to do is get into field goal range with 1:42 remaining. 1:38, blitz coming. Bridgewater fires deep downfield and incomplete, but a flag comes in. Cam Chancellor with his arms up, but Kyle Rudolph will be the beneficiary of pass interference.
Pass interference, number 31, defense.
There he is back here, and Rudolph coming right up the field, tries to make a move inside, sort of gets grabbed. I thought that he got away with one a little earlier in the game, did not get away with that one.
4-man rush, pass caught, Rudolph down the sideline he goes, and out of bounds at the 20-yard line. To get the first down, they can take the clock all the way down to the end. Peterson. And he's about 1 yard short of the first down. So it's 4th down. And now they're compelled to kick the field goal. Had they gotten the first down, of course, they could have taken it all the way down and kicked a game-ending field goal. If the kick is good, Seattle's going to get the ball with maybe 21 or 22 seconds.
Richard Sherman almost got the last one out, and sometimes the special teams coach will say, make sure you get Sherman, and the guy inside of Sherman can jump in that gap. So it's going to be a very dangerous side off to the kicker's right side, off to Blair Walsh's right-hand side.
27-yard attempt. Jeff Locke is the holder. McDermott is the snapper. And the kick is no good! Wow! Go figure. Oh, baby, yeah. It's time to pray to the heavens, Michael. You're right.
Jeff Locke, the holder, is going to try and put it down, and bingo, looking right back at the kicker. And I'm telling you, psychologically, sometimes that can get a kicker, but there's no way to practice making a 3-foot putt to win the Masters, and there's no way to practice the pressure of a game-winning playoff field goal. Unbelievable.
Seattle goes to Carolina.